Hello, everyone, and welcome to TESL Ontario Exchange video series, a new video series from TESL Ontario developed by our members and for our members. The aim of this series is to provide a bank of short videos between 5 to 15 minutes, consisting of teaching gems, tried, true lesson ideas, technology that helps you to work more efficiently, and time-saving tips for educators. My name is Gonul Turkdogan, and today it gives me a great pleasure to introduce our presenter, John Allan. John Allan is a dedicated education specialist who has been working with education technology since 1990. He holds a Master's of Computer Assisted Language Learning and a Master's of Distance Education. He frequently facilitates workshops, webinars, and conference presentations on education technology topics. He also blogs for TESL Ontario and eLearningWorld.org. He is a teacher mentor and is a content developer on the Avenue project. He has recently been trying to raise awareness of AI chatbots in the Canadian Link and TESL community through blog posts, webinars, and conference presentations. Today's TESL Exchange video is titled, Using Google Earth Culture Activities. By the end of today's video, viewers will be able to use Google Earth Voyager as a resource. So without further ado, let me move on to the presentation. Over to you, John.
Thanks, Gonul. I really appreciate this opportunity. This video, Google Earth Part 1, Indigenous Languages and Myths, is the first part of a 4-part TESL Ontario Exchange videos series. The first video is this one, Indigenous Languages and Myths. The second one is Indigenous Cultural Heritage. The third one is Canada's Residential Schools. And the fourth video will be Create Google Earth Projects for Instructors and Learners. These videos aim to raise awareness of some of the possibilities of using Google Earth in the language learning classroom or when teaching fully online. This app is free. Google Earth works on all devices and laptops and desktops. What does Google Earth do? Normally, it's a virtual globe or a map. It provides high-resolution satellite images of all parts of the world. It displays 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional representations of most of the Earth. It also has a lot of street views, panoramic street views, featuring 360-degree perspectives of different parts of the globe. Generally, it provides information and photos of places of interest on the globe. Google Earth has several functions. It has a search, so you can go out and search whatever you want. It has a fantastic resource called the Voyager, which we'll be really focusing on in the first 3 videos. It then has the 4th video will focus on projects, where teachers can make presentations to share with your students, and students can be challenged with making their own projects to complete projects or presentations for their classes. So these are my contact details. This is my email, my TESL Ontario blog area, my LinkedIn, and my Twitter feed. Each of the activities or the videos have a step-by-step handout, which will be available on the TESL Ontario site. So if you want to do these steps that I'm doing, you'll have the opportunity to do that. So without further ado, we're going to start looking at Google Earth. So Google Earth is in this case, is a website at earth.google.com. On the left side are the functions. I'll click on Voyager, and there are a whole series of functions, but today we're going to look at one, which is in the culture section. And in the culture section, you're going to see lots of things, but today we are going to explore celebrating Indigenous languages across the world. The resource opens, you have a globe and maps on the left. side. And on the right side, you have a panel. The panel can have media here and links and text here. So at this point, I would like to just introduce this topic by clicking on this video, and I'll play about 20 seconds of it.
Nyanyi asaatina ajarama matulad akla sedmanja zulfilat bilan gadan sport sinsak.
Okay, that's just the introduction video. So essentially the idea is that there are many languages explored with this resource. If you click, this is just the introductory text, you can read that, but then there's an explore button. And once you hit the explore button, the first of 84 different languages appears. So what happens is when you go, it zooms in or flies into the area where this language is spoken. And I can't really pronounce it beautifully, but it's Kupik, and it's in Alaska, the United States. And you have people who speak this language, and they have every panel for each language has a greeting.
Waka we panik olsnawa.
It also has,
Sayaraka chupiuk.
each one's slightly different. And the next one is,
Wanguda chupigni kanrayagat atuhuluki.
so this one's quite long. It's a proverb, so I'll pause it for now. And then you can read more about, they call it a tribe, this tribe, and who speaks it and where they're from. So then you can navigate to the next language using these arrows here. And you get a different language and more information. Or you can go to the globe and double click on the globe. And what it will do is it will reveal the whole world with all of the languages dealt with here. And say, for example, if you want to explore a language in India, you can click here through the globe, and it talks about this language. And this is language is number 57 of 84. And it goes through the same features. So that is the Indigenous, celebrating Indigenous languages feature. If you want to actually go to this place, you can click to the fly to button. And it will show you where this language is spoken or originated. Okay, so that's the Indigenous languages. And now we're going to look at the myths and legends from around the world. So when I go here on the Voyager area, in the menu, I'm going to click on Education. And there are three others. There's myths and legends from around the world. There's a similar resource called Poetry Around the World. There's another one called Fairy Tales from Around the World. And there's another one called Folk Tales from Around the World. For now, we're just going to look at the myths and legends from around them. And it's quite similar to what we just saw with the languages. This has a nice reading panel and is sponsored by Literacy Central. Reading is Fundamental Foundation. You may have heard of that before. So it looks similar. You have the globe with the key points on the globe. You can rotate the globe to see. And here you'll see there are 11 panels, but there are only 10 myths. And these range from the Chinese zodiac myth to the shipwrecked sailor of Egypt to Romulus and Remus from Rome. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to the myths and legends from around the world, to the Great Plains of the United States. And the myth is called Her Seven Brothers. So you can see the description here with a hyperlink to the place where these folks live now, and that's the location on the globe. But also there's a video. Sometimes there's just images. Sometimes there's videos or a series of pictures.
The Great Plains cover a wide stretch of land, and it was home to many Native American tribes. It was also home to large herds of buffalo. Native American cultures have a multitude of stories, many tied to nature. Here's a story from the Cheyenne. A young girl dreams of having.
So at this point, I'm going to cut that video short. You can watch it yourself, but you see it gives you a bit of a background and the students can hear the actual myth. And then this, because it's sponsored by Reading is a Fundamental Foundation, you can click on the Take a Closer Look. And what happens here is they have a background resource here of books related to all of the myths in this section. You'll see them here. If you click on each one, the book is highlighted here and there's a bit of a background on it. Now, to get the book, you have to buy it from Amazon. So I apologize for that, but it might be useful for you to get the book for your class. And then if you click here, there's a lesson plan that integrates this myth into, well, it's age range. It's for pre-K to the third grade, but it might be good for our literacy and lower link level learners. And the lesson plan would appear like this. And then there's level reading passages that I'll show you back here. These links here, these are different leveled reading passages. These are not the exact myth. These are stories that are related to this myth. And in this case here, they provide the whole story. So they're how the world was made by the Cheyenne peoples. And there are other ones. There are 3 of these provided. So essentially, that's that resource. And so you see that these are available to you, and there are lots of them. And hopefully they'll be useful for your cultural and Indigenous topics in your classroom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John, for sharing such a wonderful technology tools with us. It has been a great pleasure to have you with us. As we come to the end, let me remind you that TESL Exchange video series promises to deliver more education to you in a bite-sized videos from ELT professionals regularly. So if you liked our video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can get all the updated videos that we have for you. And if you want to contribute in an educational video, make sure to check the link provided in the information box below, and so that you can get more detail about it. And that was wonderful. Have a good day and see you next time.
Thank you.